Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man Battle Network 6. In the last part we got here to Judge Tree Comp 3, and now we're going to face off with the Judgeman. Whoa, what the? You? Ah! You're... No. How can... It's been a while, Mega Man, Lan. I didn't expect our next meeting would be like this. Colonel, I knew it was you. That was your voice before, wasn't it? What's going on? What are you doing here, Colonel? You have an idea why, don't you? You know that if I'm here, then this operation's under my command. Your command? You could say that Lan's dad's in the punishment room because of me. Why are you saying these things, Colonel? How can you do these things? You said it yourself earlier. You fight for what you think is right, your own sense of justice. I'm merely doing the same. But I have a purpose greater than a sense of justice. And for that, I'm standing on this side of the battle. And if it means that I must go against you, then so be it. Nothing personal, but we part ways here, Mega Man. Colonel, do you know what you're saying? What you're doing? If you really do this, I'll never be able to forgive you. So that's how it is, huh? Just as I expected. Given your personality, it's only natural. Then I have no choice. From this moment on, we are enemies. Prepare yourself, Mega Man. Wait, Colonel! You should know me well enough by now. I show my enemies no mercy. Get used to it. Ah! What? Eh? What? What was that attack just now? I felt like I was being slashed. I feel that presence nearby again. Who's there? What are you? Mega Man, what just happened? Someone just slashed Colonel at incredible speed. Looks like there's another Navi in this computer. You stopped my attack. Are you taunting me? I know who you are, but I'll take care of you myself. Judgeman, Mega Man's all yours. Wait, Colonel! So the guest you was talking about was Colonel, huh? I want to find out more about Colonel too. But right now we've got another enemy to focus on. This guy's probably Prosecutor Ito's Navi. So, thou art Mega Man. I shall be thy enemy. Thou shalt tie Colonel's hands no longer. Judgeman, make sure you punish them thoroughly. Prosecutor Ito, enough is enough. Please stop this. You're a smart boy, Lan. Why do you want to fight against us so much? Can't you feel it? Can't you understand? All I want is a perfect society free of crime, but that's just a pipe dream. I can't forgive crime either, but I've never thought about destroying the whole world because of that. I can't forgive crime because crime makes the people I care about suffer. I don't want my dad and mom to suffer. I don't want Mick and Iris to suffer. That's why I fight. You really are still just a child. You're too nice. Being nice is a good thing. You're making people who are important to me suffer right now. That's why I'm fighting you. Mega Man, let's show them what justice is about. Battle routine set. Execute. They are felons, Judgeman. It does seem as thou says. And criminals shall be punished accordingly. Judgeman only has a couple attacks. He can do an electric whip attack, which covers your entire row. He has these two books that'll follow you around, and then he has this other attack, I forget what it is. But honestly, he's really easy. I think he's technically wood elemental, but I'm not entirely certain about that. All I know is that this is probably my best fight against him in a while. Because, well, it's kind of already over. And here you can definitely see what I meant earlier with Slash Cross, though. If you're on the same row as the enemy when you use it, it'll deal double damage, because normally that'll only do 140. Booyah! And 4,000 zennies for that, and an S rank. That's pretty rare in my cases. Ugh! How can this be? I've been defeated. Well, you got little to no character at all there, Judgeman. I am sorry. Hurry, Mega Man! Stop the Judge Tree! Okay. Here it is. It's the emergency override button. Ah, that sound! I'm surprised they've been reusing it since the first game, though, because that has been in, I think, every single game in the series. I think even the GameCube platformer has it. Great job, Mega Man. No. Judgeman lost? And reuse sound effect from the Oracle games. The robot's electric arm stopped zapping. That means Dad's safe, too. Seriously, why is he wearing Speedy Dave's hat? At least it looks like that. After that, I hurried to Dad's cell. Somehow we stopped in time and Dad was okay. But boy, did we cut it close. There was only 1 minute left. You can't imagine how happy I was when we made it. After that, the real culprit of this whole incident, Prosecutor Ito, didn't put up a fight, and quietly let himself be arrested by the net police. He wouldn't say anything during the investigation, and after examining the judge tree, it was found that the prosecutor had really messed up the tree's program. It looked like it was going to be really hard to fix, but somehow, a few days later, the tree was able to hold trials again. Its first job was... Ooh. I pronounce that Prosecutor Ito is guilty. He will be stripped of his title of prosecutor, effective immediately. In the end, the trial system set up by the prosecutor was used to put the prosecutor himself on trial. I'm sure adults who saw this said to each other, how ironic. And I'm pretty sure the prosecutor got a very harsh punishment. Oh yeah, there was one more person who needed punishing that I can't forget about. That person was in Central Town. Well, that's mood whiplash. This is what you get for hiding the security box. And you get to do this for the whole day. Yes, Mr. Mark. Womp 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 womp. I'm coming in. Oh, it's you, Vic. Vic Viper? Ito messed up and got himself busted. I know. Just a little more and Cyber City would have been ours. Prosecutor Ito. He may have fallen, but he managed to do what he needed to do. There's no need to worry. Her plan is still going fine. How is that operation going, by the way? Ah, forget about it. Who do you take me for? I'll get that program. You'll see. Barrel. I'll send Colonel to you shortly, just to be safe. Soon our plans will be realized and World 3 will rise again. Really? World 3 again? Yeah, the day will come, but it won't be thanks to Colonel. Well, at least we know who the villain is now. Random weather reports. You know, I hadn't really noticed since moving here, but the weather forecasts in Cyber City are more like notices. Yeah, they control all of Cyber City's weather in Skytown. So the forecasts are right 100% of the time. Wow, they can control the weather? That's cool. And impossible. You know all sorts of things, Megaman. I don't know that much. Besides, Mr. Mock told us that in class, which means that we're sleeping again. You really told us in class? Are you sure? Lan! Ah, I got mail. Hey, hurry up and read it, okay, Megaman? Hopeless. Alright, I'll read the mail. It's about round 2 of the Expo Pavilion Operation Navi Selection Test. Round 2 of the Expo Pavilion Operator Navi Selection Test will take place in Skytown. Round 2 of Navi Selection Test words are failing. That's what it says. Hey, Skytown. Perfect timing. Just what I want to know more about. Come on, Megaman, let's go check it out. Alright. However, before I do that, I actually decided to do some side stuff. First off, though, we got an email. Miss Zap class. Shocking. Electric. Zap. Oh, God, no, not the first game all over again. Also, here in Astroland, I actually went back to buy some things. Namely, the Full Cust Asterisk, which is now in my folder. And the Long Blade M, even though I don't think I need that anytime soon. And then I grinded for a lot of Zenny and bought all the HP memories in Green and Seaside area. And I also changed my Navi Cust around, so now I have maxed out all 5s across the board. And here's what my chip folder's looking like. I actually, when I was grinding for Zenny, I found a rare Metar 2 in Central Area 1, and got a Reflector 3 from it, which is really good at this point in the game. And now we can head over to the Sky area. Which is actually one of my favorite areas in the game, I'm not gonna lie. You know, the Love Bus actually reminds me in terms of design of the way you move around town to area to area in the Star Force games, namely Star Force 3. I'm Hanzap. I'm holding elect operating classes on the helipad below. Elect operating? Yes, how to use electricity in net battles. If you have time, why don't you come on by? I don't like that last name, Zap. It seems kind of familiar. I'm here to take part in the selection test. Ah, yeah. And now we can arbitrarily go up the elevator. I'm not sure why we have to talk to this guy first. Maybe just to know where the Navi is. But first off, I'm actually forgetting something. So I need to head back down the elevator, which is really tall, I'm not gonna lie. Because near the helipad that Ms. Zap was talking about just then, you can jack into this thing. Which I think might actually become prevalent later on. Think being a keyword as usual. And I'm only coming here because there's a blue mystery data and a new virus. Pulse Bulb. These guys are actually really annoying. They're normally invincible to attacks. You can only hit them when they are attacking. You know they're hittable when they open up, like so. That's a little sonar attack does in fact stun you, so be careful with that. And considering this area loves to have these little moving panels, which are pretty much the same as the magnet panels from 2 and 3, you can imagine this is kind of annoying. Though thankfully, after it attacks, it does stay open for a bit longer, just so you can get some hits in. Later versions of these guys are pains in the asses. Why? Because they're like 3 times faster. But at least I got some Zenny from them. And speed +1. That's all I came in here for. I also really like the music here. Anyway, now we can head up the elevator. And come to the actual Skytown. But we're not going to be doing much more in terms of story progress. I'm just going to tell you that right now, because there's a lot of stuff we could jack into in this part of the area. Which means a lot of blue mystery data. Anyway, here in the fan comp, there's a couple things we can get along with some new viruses that I think I end up fighting. First off, we got the oil body program, which is a Navikus program that makes you more likely to run into heat-based viruses. We got new viruses, fighter planes, which will fly across their row a couple times. And then I think on the third flyby, they'll actually start shooting you. Not that I give them the chance to do that. And a good amount of Zenny. You know, you think with how little Zenny you get per battle, first off, a lot more Zenny there. Think with how little Zenny you get per battle, grinding for Zenny would actually be really annoying, but it actually goes by fairly quickly because the battles are really fast. I think the only game where it's really annoying is the first game, because the RNG in that's kind of weird for chips and Zenny post-battle. And another new virus, Windbox 2. I don't think I ran into Windbox 1. They're essentially the same as the wind boxes from the earlier games. They blow you away. But nothing too hard, obviously. Now, something I just noticed. Why is the background in all these unrelated comps our logo? Because that's Megaman's Navi mark, and for some reason it's in the background of every place. Anyway, we got Color Point. What that does is, I think it takes away all the panels that you have, aside from the row you're on, but it makes your next chip plus 10 for each one of those panels. Makes it more powerful by 10 damage for each one of those panels that it absorbs. A lot of professionals really love to abuse that, especially in versus battles that you can do with the net connection. Some of the versus battles are really in-depth and awesome, not gonna lie. Though auras and barriers are useless in them, because people have ways around them. Anyway, in this computer, you got this nasty-looking Navi who you can buy rush food from for 3,000 Zenny. I recommend for shortcuts you buy 2 of them right now. It's only 6,000 Zenny, you can grind for that really easily, but it's really good to have those. And using them does, from now on, whenever you find them, you'll see these little red areas with a bone in the middle, where you can place them. That'll make Rush appear, you know, Megaman's dog from Classic. It's not his first appearance in the series either. He's actually known as the Mole Virus in earlier games. But for some reason, in this game, he's actually going by his normal name. Anyway, investigate these tanks for an HP memory, and jack into them for some more stuff. It's weird, actually. Rush appears in this game more often than not because of the Rush Food, his program, Heck, even Beat and Tango, of all things, get Navicus programs. And those wondering who Tango is, he's a cat from Mega Man V for the Game Boy, or technically Rockman World 5. But he never appeared past that, aside from, I think, a cameo in, I think, is Protoman's shop in 10? Anyway, we can jack into this world map right here for our final jack in place for that place. Welcome to your observation computer, which has a rank up 2. And 3,000 Zenny, which is always useful. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 18, we'll be checking out the rest of the selection test. See you guys then!